To be a sadist is to reference my freedom of pain. It's to spot a God for an atheist, or an atheist who believes. But no, that's not true. You know, it's not easy to indulge in one's oppression. It's not true to say I enjoyed what I did to you. I feel I was alone in the residential school, going from one room to another, passing the face of pity. Those children were untouchable, unreachable. And they outnumbered me to an extent that their numbers took names, and I am remembered as one, as in one of those. Their spirits were too high. And I'm glad I was alone until my shoulder was rubbed by one of us, or one of those. Do you understand? Your oppression stained me as an oppressor. You were the oppressor. I did oppress, I know. But please come out from the dark corners of alienation and confinement. To change me is to change you. The dark corners of alienation. You mean my reserve? The reserve? Our teepee became your pawn on a chessboard. Once my land, your land. The people who felt safe within a house of fabric and a bunch of sticks, expanding the land beneath by making it a home and closing from above by safely securing the sky. And the reserve is not your home. It became my home. Do you have to live there? I don't have to, but I had to. No matter how bad my past was, it's the only past I have. You have to change it. You just have to. Or remove me from your past. Where have I heard these words, these sentences, this guilt, this hesitance? Is there a name to this magic, this repetition? Am I a mirage or a reflected subtext of historic oppression? I have been so sensitive to others' linguistic taste that I can chew the alphabets in their anger and happiness. This has all happened before. To be honest, I have heard all the apologies and read all the statements before. I have been through these times and hours and laps in between. I've experienced a stretch in second long enough to observe this hoax called time. It's not real, you see. This loop is a hallucinated reality. My memories are what I remember now and not what I have been through. I must have been through a lot. Do you remember everything? What happened to me and my people is too big to forget. I can share myself with you as a life and as a reality, my reality. And please help me remember. My conflicts have certainly been passive. I call them passive because I obsess over my conflicts. I have a relationship with them. I call it a relationship because I recognize the anger it gives me. I know how to react to it. It reminds me of me. But don't get me wrong. I'm not married to my insecurities. In fact, I divorce life whenever I find time. My conflicts are not what I worry about. It's what I learn from them. I might sound ironic, but for me, understanding my conflicts is much more important than rejecting them. This understanding has robbed me of my life. My existence is just a jump between my own timeline now. And that's why I forgot everything. My conflicts are ongoing as well. But I remember because it has become the face of my people. What I go through every day, my father went through as well. And my children will fight with it too. You were right. Sorrow is lighter than air to travel through our bloodstreams. But this sorrowed air is now our oxygen. The trauma was just too big to become a conflict. It became our lives. Will this never change then? Will you be always counted as a residential school survivor? Survivor is not a bad word. It helps me tell my story. It shows my struggle. But this story is also passed on to others, not just to tell, but to live and survive all over again. And that's not fair. Some stories never end. They're just forgotten. It's not that my memory is really good. I forgot my past too for a long time. And lots of others did too. But as I told you, by the time I forgot my past, it also changed me so that I actually never forget. My conflicts and memories have also changed me. My sight is airy now. There is no focus left, just visions that resonates me. Help me survive, and I'll make your conflicts easier to understand.